just all white noise right now?
Yeah,
Swamp atmosphere, but yeah.
Okay.
Doing a
So
little
weird on my server.
flop there. I just posted
Heavy.
the thing and it had a typo. Everything's fine. We'll just die inside. It's fine. All right, we are the live. We have been posted. We have been notified. Who would like to give the recap for inspiration? It's been a while, so you know.
I think once again Spoons can't do it because he wasn't present for most of the fight.
Well, we started in the middle of a fight, so there wasn't much left to do. The ritual went off and called this giant bundle of snakes known as a hydra, apparently. And that didn't actually go too well for the toads, because the snakes were hungry and they started eating the toads. Then we were able to skedaddle our way while the toads were distracted by being eaten and being dead and burning. And we successfully skedaddled, and now we need to decide where to go. If we're going to the Gogglers or turning back to Old Troven to deal with the crawly thingies.
It is true. And indeed, you guys successfully escaped the Hydra, leaving you guys on the world map and where to go. So, you guys pretty heavily depleted in resources and probably health in some cases. What do you want to do? You guys have 1.2 miles left for the day that you can travel without forced marching.
Let's do that to get away from the ziggurat and then find a defensible place to sleep.
All right.
Long rest.
Which direction would you like to get away from the ziggurat? Because you guys have to go
Towards the
southwest, but from there, where do you want to go?
I thought the Gogglers was northeast.
They are, but you guys, the only way to get to the ziggurat is southwest.
Mm-hmm.
So if
The
you go
ziggurat's the
southwest,
way
you
of
go a
the
little
Gogglers.
round. It's just,
Hence why we might just
God.
abandon the
Hey,
Gogglers
guys.
and go.
What if we just, walk away from the ziggurat a bit, we long rest, and then we go back to the ziggurat?
Oh,
They are all dead,
Except for the Hydra
except for the Hydra.
and the crocodile.
the Hydra will be too fat from eating everything. Then we can sneak stabs.
Yes.
Well, either way, we gotta
That's
rest.
a good plan. Yeah. Rest first.
all right. So just a little bit of sneaking away and then resting, and you decide from there.
Probably, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, let's all up for a bit, lads.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. A little bit away. Let's do 0.2 miles away. All good.
Maybe when we come back, my water barrel will still be here.
All right. If you guys are wanting to find a good space to camp, I will need a survival check. If you want to hide your camp when you find it, I will need a stealth check. One person can be the main, and up to 2 people can assist per check.
I'll do the survival.
Skills. My stealth is 2.
My stealth is an 18.
My survival's a 6.
Booms.
Don't forget any sort of debuffs or wounds or whatever.
My survival is a 5.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I
I
think I
will
win some stealth checks.
Yeah.
also spend the 10 minutes it takes to set up my camo tent stuff
Mm-hmm.
and my tents. So that gives us a situational +2.
Oh yeah, I'm wounded too, so my stealth's only a plus 16.
It's okay. You get the +2 back from my camouflage nets.
I will
Nice.
assist on stealth.
I had to switch tab. Or I had to switch maps to roll this.
Let me double check that it is +2 and not a bigger bonus, because I think I got quality versions.
Oh wow, I rolled a 2.
Jesus.
well,
So what'd you get?
An 18.
nice.
And I only got a 13 on survival. Well, did I have any assistance with that?
I'm assisting
Oh,
stealth,
Let's
so
assist.
you
Survival.
get
Oh,
you get +1 with a 19
where's my
stealth.
face? So I just got. Where's my face? Where's my face
Oh.
at?
Don't have survival trained.
I do, but can I do a primary and a secondary?
Well, first we have to
Fun.
find our campsite.
Yeah,
Then
it's,
you
it's
have
two
to
different
find-
times. So you can primary on both if you wanted to, or you can primary on one and secondary on the other.
Okay,
'Cause
but
they're at
secondary
different times when they're
survival?
taking place.
You said one person
Before-
is primary and 2 people can secondary, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, if everyone groups up, I'll just quickly heal us in case that brings people over wound thresholds.
I assume
That would be
Spoons
cool.
was the primary for stealth because your absurd bonus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
rolled a 2. So.
Yeah, unfortunately.
27 for
He gets a
healing for
plus-
everyone.
He gets a +1 from assistance and +2 from stealth dance.
Oh yeah, if he healed us first, then I get +2 because I'm not wounded anymore.
Excellent.
So it's 20.
Yes.
Huzzah!
That's good.
And then I will survival help our boy look for a place to thing. And we get bang. Wow. We're probably not gonna find a great place, but hey, it'll be alright.
Right. Only one people helping for survival, or do you have one other helping
I
with
thought
survival?
somebody already rolled. I'll do
I see 2 stealth checks, or survival, stealth, and then the most recent stealth survival.
Probably a failed survival
Yeah.
assist.
All right, so you guys have a 14 survival, I believe, because you rolled a 13 plus this Bob.
I'm rolling so
Right.
well.
Yeah, I don't know what counts as an assist, what the DC
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
right?
And your guys' stealth is 20 plus the assist. There's 21 from K.
And +2 from dance.
It's 23 total.
Camouflage netting, weave, and
All right.
We
Good
have
for you.
a compass. We have a compass for survival.
Well, compass is for not getting lost. This is to
Okay.
find a place to camp successfully. So, as you are trundling your way away from Nakroa, trying to get a good distance so you don't, catch the ire of any hydras or the like, the swamp is not pleasant. It is marshy, murky, thick waters that you're constantly having to have Bob just like hold goblins up on their shoulders so you guys don't, get sunk into the mud and lost to the elements. It takes you a good bit to find somewhere that's at least dry. There is a very large, what's the name of these trees?
Cypress, mangrove.
Mangrove style tree within the marshy murk here that kind of overlooks a small little island within the marsh that you're able to find and give yourselves at least shelter from the elements because you can hide beneath the roots of the tree on the island. For Bob, it's a little, you have to hunker down pretty bad, but once you get down there, you can crawl in and lay down flat without issue. Just don't wake up suddenly; you'll hit your head.
Mm-hmm. I've got slow stealth for
But you guys did find a place that is at least decent enough to rest. It's not exactly the most defensible location, but hey, at least it's somewhere to rest. And with Spoons going about and kind of like grabbing some shrubberies with the help of the camouflage netting and knowing how best to hide themselves, they're able to get a decent coverage for your camp. Are you guys wanting a fire for this night?
If we don't want to fire, I do have a heat stone, I think. Yeah, I have a heat stone we could crack.
Yeah.
We don't want to draw attention to us.
Yeah, we don't want to draw.
We know how cold the winters get.
I just have to ask because you guys have a fire goblin here, so
This question deserves a check. Hold on, I'm looking for my composure button.
I figured.
I've only got 2 of these
There it
heat
is.
stones.
Oh.
I rolled a 1.
You have a +8 composure. Goddamn.
I took logical composure.
Nice.
Uh, so yeah, but I rolled a 1. So yes, I want to fire.
All right. Well, regardless on the rest of the party's thoughts, I feel like Six is probably setting a fire.
Can't
Anyways,
go to sleep without a
We
fire.
can't do a fire.
I'm just sitting here like, all right, guys. So those froggy toadies gonna be seeing us some, so we probably shouldn't be lighting a fire. Whoosh.
Hey,
But how am I supposed to cook the frog?
We're not cooking anything tonight.
He's gonna just eat the dry stuff. He'll be okay.
We're gonna rest, and then we're gonna go set their city on fire, Sticks. That's where you'll get your fire.
Delayed gratification.
Six will go sit down and pout, but he will let someone else put the fire out. He's not going to put the fire out, though.
no fire today, but big fire tomorrow.
Oh, fine. I left my barrel of water over by the froggos. It's okay. Got myself my water skin and all that. But it'll be good to get it back.
Mhm. Yes, yes.
All
Lots
right.
of other shinies there too. But you're just gonna hang in my hammock up, go to sleep.
Excellent.
My tent can hold up to 4 creatures if anyone else wants to join me in the tent.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to attach a tent cover to it to keep the mozzies out.
We had a preset watch order, right?
It is. The
Yeah.
macro's gone. So what's your watch order?
The macro is gone.
Yeah, I think I got rid of it on accident when I was updating the framework.
C'est la vie.
So, who's on first watch?
I guess it'll be me, and I'll give myself dark vision.
Spoons on first.
All right, and who's on second?
Do I need to make a check for casting that since we're out of combat?
No.
Fourth.
Sticks on fourth. All right, who's on second?
Bob, you should
Someone else who
probably
can
be
see
on
in the dark,
watch.
probably.
I have +0 perception. I should not be on watch at all.
Put me on watch, coach.
All right.
Well, I mean, I can, like, as I'm going off watch, I can give you dark vision for a long time, right?
Who's on third watch?
Oh, yeah.
Bimbles,
Probably
it's already in
Bimbles.
there.
Bimbles. All right, and do you want to be on any watch, Kay?
I have +0. I don't think I will be useful in any watch.
I mean, you might roll a 20.
Throw
It's
me
also
on
better than
first
not
one, I
having
guess.
anybody on watch.
All right. There we go. Watch order made. Produced. I probably should have a bold. Watch order.
Should make a camp gear thing.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let me just do.
All right. So, for first watch, Spoons and K, give me a perception check.
Wow.
And I remember I gave dark vision. I
Yeah.
can give
I have
8 hours of dark vision to the whole party with one spell.
Oh,
I'll just-
nice.
Make sure that the mana is cast.
Oh yeah, let me use my mana real quick.
Because if something does happen during the night, it is gone for that particular action. For that particular watch order.
Is it 5 or 4?
It defaults to 5, unless you have a reduction.
Yeah, I get it cheaper, I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
Alright. So, okay. You basically, you didn't fall asleep on your watch, but you're drifting and your eyes are just like kind of blopping, one eye closed after the other. It's hard to stay awake. But you're doing it, and you're just like not seeing anything. You're not noticing anything. You're just like, why are you awake?
I'm just existing.
Pretty much. Spoons. You're looking around, and you're hearing this strange sloshing sound within the swamp waters around you. And you swear for a moment you see this, like, frilled, serpentine, lizard like appendage rising up from the swampy, murky depths. Uh, Almost as if a sea serpent combined with um, like a lizard folk's, like neck frill of maybe like huge size. It's a very large serpentine body swimming through the murk. You're seeing maybe about 100 feet off from camp. It's like barely lit from moonlight, but it is there.
Coming towards us or going by
It's
us?
just
Or...
swimming through the murk, away from the island, but it is in the area.
Knowledge check?
Give me a nature.
Do I have nature? No.
You have no idea what the fuck that is. But you would see that entity swimming through the murk before submerging and out of view.
Okay, what about lore noises that happen in the dark?
Sure, roll me an intelligence check. You're not quite sure you've heard this noise in the dark. Maybe you have, but it's been some time and you're a little sleepy and a little tired after that fight with the Hydra and the bullywugs. So nothing's really coming to mind.
I will bring it to Kay's attention that there was a big snake thing with a fin off in the distance there, and I'll point to where it was.
He suddenly blinks awake. Snake? He again looks around. Doesn't see anything.
It's gone now, but it was there.
Yeah.
I don't know what
it's
it
not
was.
a problem.
It was a big
If
snake.
it's not here, it's not a problem anymore.
That doesn't mean it won't come back.
We'll just kill it then. Or run away.
It was really big.
We'll run away then.
I'm really slow.
Just jump on Bob and run away.
Good plan. I'll keep an eye out.
Why am I the horse?
All right. With that, the rest of your evening goes by uneventfully. As you transition to next watch, Bob, you're on next watch.
I'll give him dark vision. Well, no, I gave everybody dark vision for 8 hours.
Yeah. Anything I should be aware of, lads, before I go looking around?
There was a big snake. Kay didn't
what?
see it, but I saw it. It was big.
Like me big or you big?
Bigger than you.
And where'd you see it?
I'll point out where it was. But it wasn't coming towards us. It went by. But that doesn't mean it won't come back.
Don't doubt it.
It had a big fin on the back.
Did the bundle of snakes we've been fighting have a fin on its back, on its long heads?
What bundle of snakes?
No, you didn't see it, did you? Big walking bundle of snakes round by what the Froggo's done summoning.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. I heard it, though. It sounded scary.
Yeah. There's like 8 of me in Angie. Real Angie it was.
Angrier than sticks with no fire?
Even Angie than sticks. You think we should be moving or not?
I think moving is inadvisable because we probably would just draw it to us.
Maybe. It'd be worse if we had the fire going. You two go warm up by the each stone. I'll keep an eye out.
I'll offer you a tiny spoon.
Thank you. This will be my weapon for tonight.
And then I'll go buy the heat stone.
All right. Bob, give me a perception check as you begin your watch.
Perception.
All right. Similarly to Kay and Spoon's watch, you notice this strange serpentine body rise from the murky depths, and then you suddenly hear a splashing sound and a cry that is very abruptly cut short as something in the water was snatched very swiftly. You're not quite sure what was snatched, but it was about the size of like a human, medium-sized entity, and
Judging from the splashing stuff.
yeah, you basically just see the splash, and then the serpentine creature, the frail kind of like diving below the water, so that's all you really see of it, and the sploosh from the humanoid or human-sized thing that it dragged down. Something's
I think I'll
hunting in
get
these
closer
waters.
to the. Yeah, I stay closer towards like the entrance of the tent in case I need to start like alerting people to get the hell up. Hopefully, being bigger than an average human, it won't go for me.
Mm-hmm.
I keep my weapon at the ready as I'm like suspiciously keeping an eye out in case it comes back or what have you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Throughout the rest of your night, you would every now and then hear a faint splooshing sound off in the distance, or a cry of pain or surprise that is abruptly cut short. But the rest of your watch goes by uneventfully. As we go to Bimble's watch.
Hey, Bimby,
Yeah.
it's your turn to keep an eye out. Don't be close to the water, none. That'd be a big thing in there.
Big thing in the water. Okay.
Yeah, Spoon says it was some kind of big snake thing with a fin on its back. You keep it in here.
Yeah. Nimbles is just gonna crawl onto to the tree and watch from there. It's climb speed. Yeah. And perception.
Indeed. To climb on up, give me that perception as you begin your watch.
22.
Alright. Unlike the others, you do not notice any serpentine form, but you do continue to hear the sounds of abruptly squashed cries of surprise or pain. It is a little unnerving throughout your watch, but eventually your watch comes to an end as we go to Styx.
It sticks. You're up.
Ah, what? No.
Yeah. Gotta watch out. There's something in the water, and it's been making noise. Spoons and Boba think it's like a snake.
All right. Yeah. I'll get up. Take a look around.
Alright.
Out of
Okay.
character, I feel like we need to constantly remind Styx not to start fires.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that, but
You look around,
It's
giving
the
them
last
perception
watch.
checks.
Oh, that's I just had him selected, but the second one's mine.
Gotcha. But you both rolled a 13, so what's your bonus perception? Your token says +8. So, same result. Or not your token, your overlay.
I have a total of +9. 5 from
Oh.
int, 2 from rank, 2 from lineage.
So my overlay needs to be updated.
And
Alright, so a 19 and a 22. That's weird that it was 19 for stones and then 21 for stones again. Same roll. That doesn't make any sense.
Stones, he doesn't have the lineage. He has the same int. He should have a 7.
But he should be a 20 and you should be a 22.
Yeah.
Okay. Weird. I'll have to look into why that's not correct.
Yeah, I'll worry.
Anyways, throughout your watch is oddly uneventful. You don't really notice any serpentine forms. You don't notice any cries of pain or cries of surprise or anything like that. Just this trill of swamp bugs, really. It's quiet, peaceful almost, and you're almost you're not sure why you're woken to do such a boring watch at some points. But eventually you would be able to wake up the others, start up a gathering of food for breakfast, and everyone else can achieve their long or everyone, not everyone else, everyone can achieve their long rest without issue. But it does seem whatever that entity is, it does hunt in the darkest hours of night. So that's notable.
Yeah. It's good to know.
A new day. Your travel has been adjusted back to 0.
It's probably also good that we didn't keep traveling through the night.
Mm-hmm.
Map tools.
Yeah, my map tools window keeps flashing at me, and I don't know why.
It is. I think there's something with 16.3, honestly.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for them to update to 17 or 1.17 so I can see if it's better. Because downgrading is going to be a bitch.
Chip. I heal 1 dex damage. I'm only at -3 now.
Alright. But after eating breakfast and all that good stuff, doing your long rest, doing your daily preps, it's early in the morning and you guys have a choice to make on what you guys want to do. The faint silhouette of Nokroa, the ziggurat, can be seen to the northeast of your position. You guys are still on that little island. It's obviously very thick, slogging waters of the swamp to be able to move around, so the choice is yours on what you guys want to do.
So we want to go loot the bully ones.
Think it's gonna be a good idea?
Yeah, what about the bundle of snakes? It sounded scary.
It was pretty big.
That's a lot of numbers, Magic Man.
Just ignore them. Something
What
went
happened?
horribly wrong.
Something horribly wrong happened.
I'll deal with it later.
See, they passed.
Channels.
So which way?
Well,
Back
if you
to
wanting to
the-
be swinging by, then we's gonna have to.
I can just go back to the funny pyramid and just, kill them now that we're rested.
Yeah, we killed a lot of them.
If the big bundle of snakes be there, then we've got to keep ourselves in a low profile. You feeling me, lads?
Right.
What if we come from the other side, closer to the big pyramid, instead of going through the long way?
I don't know. Will that work?
I don't know,
Well,
Nick.
We can try. If we find a path through, that would help. Yeah.
Yeah, main downside is we got all the tentacle crabs in the water, the big bundle of snakes probably in the water, and the chompy lizards in the water.
Mm-hmm.
How's you gonna get past all that, eh?
Could try just scaring them off.
Scared them off? How you going to scare them off, Grimmy?
Wow. This is
Just
let
fucking
out.
Wario scream at them. Wah!
Wah!
This is terrible. Oh.
Bad. To just shoot out a twin ray of fear at like two bugs on a tree or something.
Those bugs
Well, I
immediately
don't know
begin
magic.
trilling and flying away.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know magic none, but if you reckon it gonna be doing the work, then maybe it'll work. But as long as we keep our eye out for the big thing. I mean, how hard is it to find the big thing anyway? It's absolutely flipping huge.
Yeah. It is pretty big.
But do we want to find it?
No, the point the seeing it means we can not be near it.
Yeah. If
Unless
we
it
find
sees
it,
us.
well, that's why we need to find it before it found us.
Exactly.
What if
No,
I
listen,
just call some more fire friends? And then if he finds
What?
us, we distract it with the fire friends.
I like that idea. Far friends good.
Oh, they are
I'm going
pretty
to summon
good.
2 fire elementals.
Well,
More
should we do Monster
Flamentals.
first? We're like an hour away.
We should probably do that.
Yeah, they have hour durations out of combat.
Yippee!
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like 3 hours. Or, no, let me go look at that again. Nine hours before we hit combat. Yeah. With
That's a
thing along the
nice
line.
torch.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm just gonna summon 2 fire elementals immediately.
Aren't we still in the gas area?
No plumes of murderous, fiery gas pockets occurred during your rest, so maybe not.
Apparently not.
I don't know if I like the way Sage said that.
Look, if we walk into
Whatever.
one, we'll know really soon from the fire elemental, so...
Bloop. And spinning mana. That's right. That's 8. Bloop. Alright. And yeah, are we still in the gas area? Because I have a lure with advantage to spot fire hazards.
Roll me nature.
I rolled a 1.
It seems safe.
Yeah.
We're safe.
Yeah, I mean, no gas pockets here. Fire would be a fire in around this area if it were.
Uh-huh. Nope, not here. You're right. We should go find some more gas pockets.
Wait, what? What do we find? We ain't trying to find the gas pockets.
Oh.
We're trying to not be in the gas pockets.
I'll keep an eye out.
All right. So you guys are heading into it.
Back to
Yeah.
the ziggurat.
All
They've
right.
alerted me that it's probably safe. I keep my eyes and ears out for any signs of Hydra.
Excellent.
It's gonna be. This is a real bad idea, but we're goblins.
We
Well-
are so
Not very
stupid.
smart.
As you guys make your way back into the area of Nakroa, couple things to note. I've rolled a couple encounter chances secretly for a variety of reasons.
Thanks, God.
You're welcome. And as a part of this, as you guys are making your way up the path through the long trailing, we'll call it a roadway leading towards the ziggurat, the bodies of those that you left behind are just kind of still rotting there on the roadway. At this point in time, you guys would see off in the distance, kind of a little obscured by the mist, there is a figure moving throughout the village. A single figure, one creature, let's say smallish size, maybe about the same size as a goblin, moving in the area up ahead. They're maybe like 400, 500 feet ahead of you, and they're very obscured because of the mist, but you can see there's a figure in the quote-unquote village.
Are they taking our treasure?
I think we have some competition.
God damn it!
The fact that you get a 19 by rolling a natural 1 terrifies me.
Is it a third nat one in a row?
No, I got
Yes.
a 2-1-1.
Ah, sorry.
Just
Yes.
in case, everyone gather up for fire resist. I'm gonna cast
It's
fire
alright.
resist on the room.
I hate this.
We're engaging in the big sneaky.
Yeah, we are very sneaky.
Hell.
This is horrible.
Don't know if I should even try grabbing your average stealth. It's so bad right now. It's so bad.
It's higher than 11. Spoons brings up the average by quite a bit.
Yep.
I think it's average 13-ish.
Yeah.
Well,
I helped. Just by being here. I literally can't do worse.
alright, well your stealth is
13.
13. That's not
Oh,
bad.
fire elementals need to stealth.
Oh yeah, fire
Weird.
elementals.
Let's
They're not-
adopt
they're not
anglerfish and
helping.
have them be 50 feet across from us.
Let's see, campaign, mob, skill.
I'm just saying we
something?
should definitely anglerfish them and have
Right,
them be like distance away from us.
Quick question for my purposes. The tokens that you guys all long rested, were those the ones on Nakroa map or a different map?
Not
My one's on
Not
Mokroa.
cruel.
Cool.
Oh, mine is on the region map.
Go copy pasta that to Nakroa.
Yep, Nakura.
Yep.
No.
I'll just delete your old token. Whoopsie.
Here's for fire elemental 1, fire elemental 2. That's the die roll. I gotta go look at what their thing is again.
They might just only have that.
Yo, big warning on map tools.
You can
What
just
happened?
ignore it. Just close that warning, it's fine.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Delph. They have a +5.
Hmm.
Ah.
Alright.
They raised it. Yay.
So, your stealth is a little bit better now. As you begin to sneak your way forward across the roadway and across the bridges that lead to the islands that made up the Bullywug village. Other than that one entity, which you can see is kind of in the place where you guys originally saw the Hydra. Let me go and hide the Hydra because he's not here, obviously. Also, let me get rid of those bugs because they are also not here. I should do this in DM view. Speaking of DM view, I probably should make a DM view. Let's connect myself.
You're not connected on the other one.
Yeah. You guys do have 2 beacons of firelight, so it's not exactly the greatest version of
Well, they're
stealth.
not next to us, though, right?
I mean,
We're not that dumb.
I
even said this time
said.
we should have them a short distance away from us.
You guys would see the figure is a small entity, dressed in what looks like a scaled robe or like nobleman's tunic. Like it looks like it is designed to look like the courtly robes or clothing of those from Trovenshire. It's very like noble and bearing. However, it is made from scales. Like they grabbed like a crocodile or something and skinned it and made it into a robe.
It's Chunk.
You guys would see a small little entity turns as it was seemingly looting through a body, and you would see its scaled green face with these vibrant round orbs with a small iris of black slitted down the center like a cat's eye. The creature is holding a torch in one hand, which is lit aflame, and it's seemingly driving off the fog around it. As a staff in the other hand, which also has a flame. Kind of looks like a candle. The creature will look around and actually notice you guys and will call out. Now, let me just translate what he's saying because he's not speaking in common.
I don't think I speak whatever this thing speaks.
Alright, it will call out, Ayayon! Vastreux!
Is this a bold? Is this a kobold?
It looks like a kobold. Let me go drop
It's a
his.
dragon goblin.
Let me go drop his token.
A droblin.
It's one of them dracs. Them drac goblins.
Be like right there. Wait, I should
No,
probably not
spotted
give you
us?
guys his name.
Oh.
He did spot you, yeah.
What? How could they see us? What stealth was impeccable.
I don't know. I'm just gonna yell at him in a different language.
What language are you yelling?
Aklo.
Even I don't know what you're saying, Grimby.
Oh,
Alright, one moment.
he doesn't know that? Oh. No, it's connected.
What are my languages?
He would respond back in... Let's see, I think he would try this language next.
Giant gob dwarvish.
Yeah, it should be this one. Alright, he will respond back. Vimjela Frogival. Does anyone understand Infernal?
That's the last language I was expecting. But no.
It is a Bernie language.
Nope.
Sticks. Nope.
Do you speak like Ignan or something?
Mm-hmm.
Try that ignorance. Yeah.
In England, I'll say, "What was that?"
All right, one moment. He will respond in Ignan. What did you say?
I said, what did you say?
We're both confused then. Okay. Hi. Who are you?
Hi, I'm pretty good. We toasted this village yesterday.
Oh, this was you. Good toasting. Good toasting.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were some things around here, but I toasted them myself. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, did you see the snake thing?
No. There's the snake thing.
The big pile of snake thing. Uh-huh.
Oh. No, I didn't see no snake thing. Just see some bodies begin rising, all gross and grobly. Killed them, made them burn good, proper.
Ah.
What are they saying?
I don't know.
I'm Sticks. This is Bob and Kay and Spoons and Bimbles.
Oh. I'm Echo.
Echo?
Echo. Ekkel. Echo.
Echo.
Why are we screaming at each other? Why can't we just, walk?
They friendly or they for the soup pot?
Oh, they
Stab
friendly.
them just stab
I
them.
think.
Friend.
Are you friendly?
I'll say in England or England.
I'm pretty friendly. Are you friendly, though?
I'm friendly.
Rejoice! Rejoice!
Woo!
May the Fire Mother bless us both.
Fire.
He
I like
will
fire.
cross the bridge, torch and fire candle staff in hand. Okay, this is. I hate this map sometimes. Oh my goodness. Let me turn off vision. Make sure it's not as laggy.
Him. I've known Echo for all of 5 seconds and I already love him.
I mean, it's a kobold.
There we go. That should fix things. Make it much less laggy. All right. Echo will look down or look up. How tall is Kay?
Like, a goblin-sized.
That's it could be a lot of things.
Let me see if I...
Medium goblin.
Big goblin or small
4.
goblin?
He's 2'4".
All right, he will look up at Kay as he is
Oh,
2 feet
what?
tall.
Really tiny.
Ah.
Ah,
I just walk up and wave.
what do gobbles go over here? He will say in broken common.
Oh,
I don't understand common.
me smash frog people.
Stab them.
They was in the way.
I'll just
I'll
try
kick the one
just-
that's right next to me because I stabbed this one to death.
He'll try to think of the
Trying
right
to be
words
Russian.
as he's kind of like scratching his chin.
I'll try in Berusian, just like, hello?
Kind of gives you a
Understand
quizzical
this.
look. No understand. Fire language?
Yeah, I speak fire language.
Yeah.
I'll say in England.
Uh-huh. This is the good language. Sounds great.
You mind asking him if they knows what the big pyramid be for?
We were coming this way and these frog things attacked us while we were going to see what the big pyramid thing is. You know what the big pyramid thing is?
He will respond in Ignan fairly fluently. My people call it Makroa. It is cursed place. But my people saw strange lights the other night and sent Echo to investigate, see what's up. Strange things. Used to be village taken by a frog cult. But frog cult dead. Dead. Walking dead. Then burnt dead.
Walking Dead.
Yeah, frogs that were dead before began walking when got here. Stood up at presence of Echo.
Yeah.
But that was recent development where frogs come here. This was Yumi settlement before the Great Flood.
So pyramid full of treasure and magic?
People say yes, but also curse.
Curse? What kind of curse?
I'm hearing treasures and magic.
A curse of, He will shudder. Darkness. No light. No fire.
No fire.
The worst kind of curse.
Terrible.
Yes. People sent Echo to search, find out what changed. Why big fire go off in the cursed ziggurat. So Echo come, find bodies. Bodies rise up, Echo kill bodies. Sees gobos that would normally be in forest. Why gobos here?
I'll look to Bob. He wants to know why we're here.
We kind of just saw the pyramid in the fog, to be honest, and we were like, oh, yep, gotta go that way.
Yeah. 'Cause they are in the way of the gogglers. The gogglers need to join us and the pretty lady.
Owl turned back to him. We go visit Goblin Tribe, Gogglers. This place in the way.
Gogglers. Echo no gogglers. They alright people. Little weird though. Pretty far. Not best route you're taking if you go this way further. More ruins of ancient peoples. Much curse, much danger. I believe there was once flooded village. Bit further along pathway, now filled with serpents. A bit further beyond that, there is what was once a place of worship for old peoples, now taken by Troll Clan. Very scary, best avoid, but with fire. Can't be scared of, if need be.
Wait, the trolleys, you say?
He said their old worship place with trolls now.
Like
Some
Eccles
age.
people's worship place covered in troll place, or like an unrelated religious place?
I think he say Hubie religious place that's abandoned and now but trolls live there.
I reckon the pretty lady would like it if we could get some trolleys in.
Troll's stupid.
Trolls are big and strong.
They are very
Bob,
big and very strong.
Yeah. And if we
We
got
need
more
more
big
Bob.
and strongs together, we'll have more. It's like having multiple Bobs running around. Except these
right.
Bobs stitch themselves back together again after you hit them.
I'll turn back to Echo and say, a pretty lady sent us to unite against Hubies. We gathering gobos to unite against Hubies.
Homies to be bad, made much pain in swampland. Was once verdant forest before a great flood.
You what?
Good plan. Good purpose.
Ask
You like
Scaly
kill
Guy.
humans?
Eckle do kill homies. They're stupid, rude, uncouth, and don't like fire. But Eckle here figure out why things change. Seems you are the cause, though. Yes.
Sticks.
Mm.
Ask Scale Guy if help kill humans.
You want to help us kill humans?
Would have to speak with Clan Chief. On task to find the changes here. See most changes for your purpose, but I need to see Ziggurat. Make sure safe.
Well, we want to. We like more people helping us fight doomies, like Spoonsby saying. What's our friend Eccles looking to do? Sticks.
He says he has to. He's supposed to scout Ziggurat and see what changed, and that we
Well,
were part of that.
well, if he's gonna go in anyway, might as well go in together, right?
You want to go look at Ziggurat together?
Could do. Still many here around with dead signs and spirits walking. Strange spirits linger, but not long. Can you see the signs?
I'll look around. Magic site? Ah.
There's certainly a strange aura about the place. And it seems to be like a few like beads, a magical presence shooting out northwards towards the ziggurat from like all manners of each of these islands. But nothing's really triggering on what that is. You're seeing the aura, it's clear, but you're not sure what it is.
I see you, sir. See something here. You know what this is?
No. Sent here to find out what. Eckle clan feels strange change in the spirits. Unsure if should reveal. But fire. Good word. No. Yeah. Fire, yes. A strange change. Those that die around Nakroa, like the curse, are not granted light, are not granted fire. No rebirth, no ash, no cinder. Turn to darkness instead. Rise as dead that walk. Eckle seek why, and can see spirits linger beyond death, and then drawn like whirlpool of swamp to Ziggurat. I see them now floating, being dragged to Ziggurat. It is concerning. Not sure why, but certainly bad magic below. Eckle need fix. Not sure how. Ziggurat likely have answer.
Well, let's go look at Ziggurat then and bring fire. Fire usually fixes everything.
Yes, fire do fix everything. Should be careful. Strange magic's about. Walk with care.
I'm gonna re-stealth.
Alright.
Are all these fires out now?
Yes and no. Echo would have lit several fires of their own, but the ones that you set were out.
Hopefully, if we get into combat, I roll better than what I've been rolling.
Well, you know.
Invention.
Alright, I'm gonna shucky ducky you guys as Echo will kind of just like lead you up the path to the ziggurat.
Has he looked
Oh, it's
all
not
over
even
in all
that
these
big.
huts?
He's been doing some pretty good researching in the around the area, so he just takes you right up here.
Is this to scale? Because it doesn't seem really that big, honestly. Like, not to the point where we'd be able to see it from miles off, like you said we were.
Could be tall. It looks like it could be very
If it's
tall.
the only
It's pretty tall.
3-story thing.
Yeah. If it's
Oh,
only
so it just
a
rises
tall
above
thing
the
in an
trees.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
glowing green.
Very
Yeah.
steep.
Yeah, the glow. The glow's the
Fuck.
important bit.
Okay.
What's this red thing?
Don't kick your desk. 0 can do not recommend.
That's fair. Echo will move to the base of the steps and will raise up a hand. Strange magic emanate. Drawn to circle at top. Unsure if safe.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
Did we see the ritualist while we were going towards the ziggurat?
I
No.
thought the ritualist got ate by the Hydra.
Yeah, the body is gone. The hydrate, the ritualist.
Yeah. No mind.
It's engineering, arcana, religion.
Slow step up the stairs.
With a 17, I'll do something with that in a second. With a 17 Arcana. Do you have magic save, Mimbles?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let me roll that.
Just making sure.
Thank-
You're not sure what Ekel is referring to in terms of the strangeness. There's certainly something here that is occult in nature, something wrong. The air feels wrong. It is heavy and oppressive. It feels as if the closer you get to the ziggurat here, the weaker you feel. As if your body is being drained of something and you're not quite sure what. With a 17, though, you're not. Unfortunately, that didn't hit the DC.
Some sort of
Um,
training.
As Stones and Sticks steps upon the stairwell, though, I need both of you to make me a soul save.
Oh.
I mean, nobody saw that coming.
All right.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
There's a reason why Eka was like, let's take a second and look at this.
Well, I didn't think I could see anything from the base, so I was gonna go
Yeah,
up
that's
and
fair.
look at the top.
That's fair.
Button. Soul save. Oh no. All right.
No.
Oh no.
Stones. There it is.
Is it possible to magic sight as they step onto the steps?
And I don't know what it is.
If it was
but
already
I was
active, then yes.
summon
Mm,
slash
I think
construct
it's
might not affect him. I don't know. Does he have a soul? I suppose he does. He's a summon, though.
Oh,
It's
he is an
conflict.
Eidolon, so yeah, he would.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, let's see here.
So, I have new information on what this is doing. Can I reroll?
Maybe we'll let you know if it has any visual effects to it.
Yeah.
Alright, as you step upon the the base of the stairs there, sticks and stones. This overwhelming presence, this feeling of wrongness begins to wash over you. Stones is still feeling okay. They don't suffer any negative effects. However, sticks, this oppression is too much. You feel weak. You feel your body sag. It's just something is wrong, and you can feel it in your very being. It's oppressive, and you don't like it. It feels as if the light within your own core fire is being snuffed, or at least trying to be snuffed. It's not snuffed currently. You still are alive, obviously, and you still have fire around you, so that's nice. But you do suffer die reduction 1 until stated otherwise.
Ugh. Well, I'm gonna
That's
immediately
bad.
back up as soon as I can.
Echo will go, "Ha! Like thought, Ziggurat. From the death around is different. Whatever is below continues to do what they do. The light of inner fire is being squandered. You feel your soul ache. Yes, Fire Gobbo. Yes, Sticks.
Oh, I don't like this.
Echo will bap you, if you allow it, as they kind of like poke their candle staff onto your head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1 second. Minus their bonus in the stat, plus the staff
I was
bonus.
looking at when they did that.
Some super negative spell he just cast on him.
All right, well
Instant
that's unfortunate. There we go. Okay, spending additional mana because I had to do that. He will bap you on the head as he will cast a spell. As you feel the die reduction, the curse that was laid upon you, be washed away. You no longer have die reduction.
All right. Thank you.
It is curse. Not overly powerful, but it is curse. Be careful. Would need a moment to see what's going on. Don't suppose you or others in Gobbo clan good with curses?
I'm not good with curses.
Pretty
Anyone
ladies
good
good with curses.
Pretty lady good with curses.
I don't think it's a blood curse.
It is not a
right?
blood curse.
Just shrugs.
What's everybody talking about? I don't speak whatever he speaks.
I assume the Styx is translating for us.
Yeah, I'm gonna start
Yeah.
translating. Maybe not verbatim, but in general.
I'm only good at spoons and stealth.
He can't see any sigils. Is not shade based.
We'll see if we can figure out why.
Why don't we just break it?
Mm.
Have you tried setting it on fire?
Well, I just got here. Well, not
Yeah, but
just, but...
Your clan has known about it for a long time.
Yes, but we avoided until things changed and felt spirits drawn away. Now we go here, and Echo search to find why. And see curse laid upon Sticks here for touching the steps. Something is wrong. Something does not wish it to be interrupted. As Echo will kind of like lean down, snout almost touching the steps, but not quite. As you'll see their like little kobold-like tongue kind of like slick out, taste the air around them, and then draw back in. Curse can be dispelled. It is defensive ritual. Will take a moment, but can do. Stand back.
I'm gonna hide in this hut.
He will raise up his candle staff and raise it to the ground, or raise it to the sky, and then just kind of smack the steps with the staff. He will spend more mana to make that, cast that. Reroll that. There we go, okay. As the candle staff smacks into the... It would have been hilarious if he failed both rolls, to be honest. Just nothing happens. But he smacks it, and you see a wash of the strange green energy crackle as if there is a dome around the ziggurat, and then shatter before the energy dissipates, and any magical energy you see around the ziggurat that was previously there dissipates. You still see those like trailing clouds of wispy things kind of like leading to the heart of the ziggurat that you saw earlier. But any protection on the ziggurat seems to have been dispelled, at least. Echo will kind of speak. That should do it. Path should be safe now. Magical defenses cleared. At least on steps. Not sure about top of ziggurat, though.
Look at
So now we can set it on fire?
It's stone, unfortunately.
Look at all these tree roots and stuff.
Nope. Didn't need to move that far.
I moved up the steps and I didn't have to make a save, so
Oh,
I'm still
I'll keep
stealth,
magic
by the way.
sight active to see if anything is on the top.
Let's see here. There is a glowing aura of magic at the top where that pedestal lies, but and then the wispy's kind of like flowing into the ziggurat, but no other magical aura in the area.
When you say into the ziggurat, how do you mean? Do you mean like it's a vacuum cleaner, or like they're like going in from the top, or going in through the walls?
Going in through the walls. So like if let's just say there's some bodies down here to the south. A aura is floating from the body, level with it, but slightly at a downward angle as it flies beneath the water and into the ziggurat beneath.
As if there's something underneath.
under.
It's something underneath it, yeah.
Well, then why are we going up the stairs?
Because
Because there's a
something on the
glowy
top.
thing on the top.
Yes.
It's just like a light bulb.
And we are moths.
Nope.
Yes.
You
Like
can
fire.
restart map tools. I can't
Oh.
move my token.
I'll
So
reach the
Styx
top and...
is a little taken aback by the concept of not being able to burn stone, and is going to toss a fire popper at these roots over here and see if they'll catch.
All right. The roots.
Everybody roll initiative.
Roots are angry.
The roots do not catch. You think they almost did. They are a little singed, but they did not catch. They're pretty
Yeah, a bit
moist.
too wet.
Yeah.
Wait, I could claim back my barrel of water. I go pick up my barrel of water.
Nice.
Barrel.
All right.
Anything? Can I see anything from this?
You see a raised archway here, with the raised dais in the center of the ziggurat. A glowing platform of this green energy rises from it, with a rune at the heart of it, the dais, that seems to be glowing there in a deeper, darker green. The archway, you can see, has a... from your angle, actually, you can't see that. Never mind.
Can I spellcraft the
You can spellcraft it, yeah.
arrangement? Yes.
As a note, I rolled to see what was in the area, and I rolled Echo.
Nice.
It was a good
We
encounter.
already
That's what I
laughed.
rolled.
We already love him.
Mm-hmm. Very helpful.
All right, with an 18. Not sure exactly the nature of this, but you think it's conjurative magic with a teleportation effect tied to it.
Seems like a gateway of some sort.
Where does it go?
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably inside.
spoons.
What?
Oh, I guess the top is okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at it myself.
I'll
See,
walk to the front
spellcraft.
to look at it face.
Yep, I don't have runes. I have sigil.
23 spellcraft, and here's my what's that check.
All right, let's see.
Is it a fire rune?
The rune is not fire based, no. It actually has power emanating from the opposite of fire, really. Shade energy. It does appear to be a teleportation effect, though, with a 23 spellcraft. You think that rune, when stepped upon, will teleport the individual to a new location.
Yeah, that goes somewhere. I don't know where it goes, but you step there and you're going to be somewhere else.
Can we say if it's one way or not?
With a 23, it does appear to be one way.
Ooh.
Well, are we gonna step on it?
I don't know. Do you know where this goes? I'll ask Echo.
I assume down below. I knew there is other entrance within, but it is secret. The homies like to hide things within the stone. I did not see anything on the stairwell leading up. I was thinking it might be an archway. But, the glyph is strange. Concerning.
Here's a how do spells work question for you, Sage.
Mhm.
My summons. Do
Yeah.
they have a range that they can be from me?
One moment.
And can they go through a teleportation portal? Because that's my next question. Can I send a fire friend through first, and if and will I know where he is if he goes through, and all that kind of thing? So
Well, you wouldn't be able to give it orders anymore.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to give in orders. You wouldn't really be able to see anything about the creature, so you think as long as the entity is on the same plane of existence as you are, it should be okay.
okay, would I know where he is?
No, you don't have that kind of bond with the summoned creature.
Right.
Would he know if the spell ended? Because the
You
creature
would,
died.
if the spell ended, you would know. Yeah. Whether it died or was dispelled or entered into a different plane, you would not know. You just know that the spell would end, if it did end.
Right. So I could send one of them through first, if we want to try that.
You would have to send both because they are one spell, right?
Nope, there are two
Oh,
different
they're
spells.
separate spells. Oh, then
Yep.
yeah, you can send one.
So yeah, I'll send number 2 in
All right.
if that's what we want to do. I'll look at Echo and Bob, and should I send one in?
We're
See
gonna
why
keep an
not?
eye
As long as it
as
don't
it
explode.
activates.
All right, I'll send number 2 in. See what happens.
Number
Do they have to
2.
step on it because they're flying? I don't know how that works either.
Number 2 would fly, hovering over the glyph, and a spark of conjurative magic will slap into them, kind of giving a glow of energy around the area. As they disappear, you can delete their token. The spell still exists.
Deleted. Oh, okay.
It's just they're not on this map anymore. So,
So
you
the
can
spell
just come.
didn't end.
The spell did not end. One
He's
moment.
still somewhere.
Does that mean we should go too?
All right.
I think we should wait.
How long do we wait?
Oh,
How
But
long
you
would
tell
it
it to
take
come
something
back.
to eat him?
How would they eat fire?
I don't know. If there's someone else on the other end, he might get attacked. So if we wait long enough, I'll know if he goes away. So maybe a minute or two. Oh, will I know if the spell duration went down? Because if he enters combat, the duration changes.
Let me look at that.
Like you would feel how much duration remains. Like it just dropped precipitously.
Well, it goes from hours to minutes.
I'm gonna say
soon as he rolls
no.
initiative.
You would not know.
Okay.
Mostly because that would make summoning spells basically the ultimate scouting spell,
Yeah, it would.
and there
Then
should
we
be other
wait.
things for that. So
then we wait to its time in minutes, assuming it was instantly attacked.
Is it concerning that it keeps rolling D100s?
No, don't worry about it.
don't worry about it.
I'm gonna go grab a water. I'll be right back.
All right.
So how long do we want to wait? I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah. 3 minutes sounds good.
If he goes into combat, the duration goes from 9 hours down to 9 minutes. Which is still essentially more than the length of a combat. It would take something to killing him to make it end.
All right. As you continue to wait, the spell would end. About
It went away.
what's your duration of the spell?
It would go down to 9 minutes.
Gotcha.
Minus my. I don't know how. When we got up, how many hours has it been until we got here?
It was like a maybe 30-minute travel from your camp spot to the ziggurat location.
So call it 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it goes from hours down to minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the duration left was. So.
All right. You guys were waiting for a good about 8 minutes before it popped.
So it wasn't combat, but just ended.
Huh. Well, there's something dangerous over there. But it's not very good at being dangerous. Might be bugs. Bugs. Bimples is AFK. Didn't someone else go AFK?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Spoons. Yeah, he went to get some water.
Right.
I like how we have been given so many warnings about how dangerous this area was, and we're like, yeah, but let's just go there.
What's going down?
Let's just go inside. Nothing bad will ever happen. Quick 20-minute adventure, in and out.
Nothing bad ever happens.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen here? Oh, Also, I think now, like, almost the entire party has channel energy.
Yeah, I got channel.
I don't.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
So should we go in, Spoons? The fire elemental
Uh,
disappeared, but it took 8 minutes.
And what
So-
does the duration change to in combat?
8
Minutes.
minutes.
So yeah, it would have been about 8 minutes left. So it basically ran out instead of dying. And that's one fire elemental. But there's something dangerous on the other side.
Will my stealth, you think, be enough to hide from it?
I don't know what it is.
Because sometimes you guys don't even know I'm around.
The only reason I know you's around because I find more spoons in my pockets.
You think there's air down there? Does it even go down? Where does it go?
Well, your flamentals, if it was all water, would have been put out right away, right?
Probably.
Wouldn't it just have died immediately?
Yeah, since it took some time, I reckon there's a bit of space down there.
Uh-huh.
But that doesn't mean there's breathable air down there.
Why wouldn't it mean if there's space, there's air, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can Eckle tell us anything?
Let me roll a check. The stories of my people say that the ziggurat was ancient cult dedicated to stoopy human gods. Its purpose was strange and ominous. It was something we were warned to avoid. What we know, there is something that the humans worshipped below. That was entombed within.
Are you going in?
I want to see if can find other entrance first. Don't like stepping on portals.
I think I agree with him. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Let's look around and find. Ooh.
All right. You guys can give me a perception check as you look around the ziggurat for a new entrance, a hidden entrance.
I'll also keep my magic sight up just in case that.
I
helps.
think I want to focus my efforts on this side of the ziggurat because it looks like the underwater path leads like here. So
It does on the south too, though.
It does, but like I don't know.
I'll just walk behind Bob with magic sight.
It seems a bit sus.
I'll climb around the walls, off the stairs, and look in the corners.
Yep. Climb around.
All right. For Bob, as you're looking on the western side, wouldn't notice too much going on, but you would feel along this wall here. Make sure. Okay, very cool. This wall here, part of the stonework of the ziggurat's base Does appear to be a little loose, as if you can like press it inwards or pull it outwards.
Found us something over here, lads. It gives us a second. Let me see. What tools do I have? Equipment.
You only need one tool, your arms.
You're right. I punch it.
You just punch. Oh. All right.
And push it
Roll me a
in.
strength check.
Basically, just dig my fingers in and like try to jostle it.
Roll me a strength check. Person who said I'm gonna punch it. All right. As you slap your fist on into the loose stone, it does crack a little bit. As you push it inwards, and you hear a sound of stone grinding upon stone. Sticks. No, actually, just the elemental would notice there is a small bit of the stonework here, kind of opening up as the wall slides down into the ground.
Well, the fire elemental in Ignan can tell me there's a door here.
I don't think this is. I think this was a dead end, lads. Sorry.
Over here! Over here! I will crawl over down the wall.
Can't believe you punched. Ah, fuck! Can't believe you punched the wall open all by yourself, Sticks.
Good job.
All right.
Didn't know you had it in you.
You would see a stairwell, darkened and leading down into obscurity. Michael will kind of
I just
rush
realized there's a
forward
chance
and approach you guys.
There's a chance I completely effed up the button and like broke it forever.
Shh. It's just stuck
Nobody
open.
wants-
Don't worry about that.
How far down does it look like it'd be going?
It goes down 30 feet before. Actually, how much dark vision do you guys have? But you have environmentals, which are basically torches. It would go down about 50 feet before it would see a door at the very end of the stairwell.
There's a door at the end.
The door appears to be made of fairly mossy-looking wood, reinforced with rusty-looking iron braces and bars, kind of reinforcing the door with, I would say, strength, but at this point, maybe not strength. Maybe it's a little damage due to the nature of the area.
Before we go in, everybody can gather up and I'll give us 8-hour dark vision.
But yeah, I'm gonna.
So you have dark vision for 8 hours.
Nice. Creep forward, looking for traps. Looking for magic traps too.
Right, give me a perception check.
Yeah, 9.
I'll look for magic traps with the magic side.
Do we have a trap finder?
Don't believe so.
All right. Well, no one has Trap Finder, and I believe Trap Finder is required to look for magic traps, or maybe it's just for disabling magic traps. I could be wrong.
It's only for disabling, and
Yeah.
that I have it.
Gotcha. All right. Let's see here.
I just rolled a 9 on looking for the mundane traps.
Yeah. All right. Kay, you still feel that presence, that magical aura that seems to surround the area, shooting beyond or past you and into the heart of the ziggurat. You don't notice any magical energies on the stairwell, but on the door there is a magical aura.
Can I spellcraft it?
You can.
I will attempt to. With another 18.
All right.
At least tell them this magic school?
It is a necromantic school.
Oh. Be careful with the door. It's enchanted or cursed with necromancy.
Yeah. Got it. A little bit careful. Let's see. He pointed it out. So, manipulate device to start disabling magic.
You were
And
here.
I don't have anything to boost that. Oh, I do have an inspiration. Yeah, I do not want to get cursed.
Because... Yeah.
I might curse the entire room anyway. That's better.
Much better. Do you want to destiny that too? Because I don't know how difficult that trap is. Would I be able to tell the difficulty of the trap with spellcraft? And no.
Not with that result.
Too low.
Some results you might be able to. It depends on the trap, really, but not with that result. No.
Not with that result, right.
Yeah, I would feel better with at 25, and I still have that negative luck, so it can drop anytime. So yeah, I don't know. Gonna use the destiny. That's an extra d6, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 26.
26 to disable. All right.
Let's see.
One moment. Just give you guys a little box on the map. You guys can put your tokens in.
We get an entire box.
Yeah, a box of happiness.
These tools have no quality modifier, so yep, that's the final.
26. All right. And you do have trap finder, so you can disable magic traps.
Yep.
Excellent. All right. As you place your tools upon the trap and begin chiseling away at what others can't really notice, but you can. The imperceptible signs of runic magics kind of inscribing upon the doorway, the trap's core components that keep it active and viable. You do manage to scrape away just enough to disable it without triggering it, as the trap has been disarmed. Alright, and I'm going to make sure you guys are on the right map, as I put John over here.
Okay. No markers. I didn't notice if the door was locked or not.
Yeah, no one's tried opening it, but it's no longer trapped. Alright.
Let's see. The perception check was for the entire hallway, including that door. So I've already searched the door for traps, so... Just gonna see if it's locked or not.
No. Alright, and then let's see here. Bimbles, you're up front in the stairwell. And then who would be behind Bimbles? It's a single file stair.
I guess I am if I magic sighted it. Just
All
so
right.
that I can point him in the right direction.
Right, and who's behind Kay?
Bob, probably, yeah.
Me.
Alright, and behind Bob?
Styx, and then Eckle, and then me.
Alright. And then Environmental behind you?
Oh, I don't know. That's up to Styx.
Sure.
Oh, that's really bad for my stealth. Put the fire metal in front of me.
Okay.
Alright, got my marching order. Let's see here. One moment, just to making sure this is adjusted properly. That should be accurate. No, flip. It's not accurate. There we go. Now it should be accurate. Okay. The map was slightly off, so I had to real quick fix it. Now it's snapped to the grid. There we go. I was like, why is this not letting me just snap my fucking designs to the grid? Because I'm a banana and I don't know how to make things sometimes.
It's alright.
Bananas are good though.
Yeah, flop.
Yeah, filled with potassium.
The most radioactive of fruit.
I had a
But it's
banana
good for
and
you.
peanut butter sandwich yesterday. It was real good.
Okay. There we go. Alright. And VBL's on. Cool. We go and get rid of that for the stairwell entrance so you guys can see what you can see, and make it vision nighttime, invisible to players. Bug 4 should also be on. That's important. Okay.
Well, we did a
H.
long rest. We should have got a resting thing, right? A downtime.
Yeah. You got any of your downtime action. You have the one downtime action on the 5th. So feel free to assign it.
Yeah, I spent mine.
More toughness training.
Also, you use the Bimble Destiny on today, so I'm going to mark that for you. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, I marked it. Cool. Okay. Let me go and change the ambience to this dungeon now that I have the map properly aligned.
Yippee! We done did it. We're finally in Nokrua.
Yeah.
Not the correct crypt, but a
Now
crypt
Temple of
nonetheless.
Doom rolling ball trap, and we all die.
I'm actually pretty sure there is a boulder trap in here somewhere.
Yay.
Hmm.
I'm at 4 of 80 on my training.
Imagine we just enter the Sands Fortress.
Bunch of
Probably-
snakes. People start appearing. You have to murder them, and then
Wait, he did
you
mention
get got
snake
by the
people.
swinging axe trap.
The
Probably like
floor
a secret
is snakes.
game boss that Sage didn't want us to find.
Alright, there we go.
Mhm.
Alright,
Floor of snakes.
the door before you is now no longer trapped. Is the overly waterlogged, mossy, rusty, iron reinforced wooden door.
Yeah, I'm gonna creak it open, squeeze my head on through.
The door is locked.
Check it out. Ah! Nope. Hold on. Shuffle.
The door is not locked.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna creak it open.
Alright.
Squeeze my head on through. Take a peek.
Creaking it open, roll me a stealth check as you creak it open and peek through the small opening that you've created.
Sneaky.
Alright, you feel sneaky as you open the doorway to reveal a octagonal chamber with 3 statues, all of a humanoid-looking knight, 2 of which bearing an axe, and the northern one bearing what appears to be a sword and shield. There are 2 benches on the northern edge of the wall and 2 unlit braziers on the southern side. The braziers seem to give off this faint smoking aura that somewhat obscures vision within this room. Not heavily, just it's like a little obscure.
Well. Room has some statues, some smoke in it. Let me look in the room for traps.
Give me a perception check.
Pop up. 10.
Also,
Yeah.
shout out to Wonka for making this map.
Yeah. It's
Shout outs.
very smoky. I'm gonna.
I didn't think you guys were going to go down here, so I was like, shit, I don't have my updated version of it yet. Let's just grab the base image.
We actually went somewhere.
I thought you guys were going to fuck off.
I thought we were going to fuck off,
too.
and then the Hydra wasn't here, so we were like, well, we might as well stick around.
What happens if the Hydra's here when we come out?
And we're fucked.
Then we just stay here.
All right,
Until
well,
it goes
you
away.
don't notice any traps in the room. You just see the 3 statues, the strange smoking unlit braziers, and the 2 benches on the northern wall.
Do you see any
Too
magic
smoky.
inside?
Any magic?
Roll that magic sight. Nothing seemingly emanating besides the previous, spirity, wispy things from above, which you're not really seeing too much of that anymore. The smoky braziers are emanating magic.
The smoky brazier has some magic. Let me look at that. I'm gonna spellcraft it. Yeah.
It does appear to be a illusory production of smoke. Something to obscure the vision. You think if the braziers were more active than they currently are, it might actually cause the room to be heavily obscured. Right now it's just more decorative. It doesn't really do anything mechanical, but it might be a trigger for something. Maybe those braziers are a trap trigger, or just like a presence trigger to make things like, ooh, spooky.
Yeah. Looks like the braziers have some magical smoke. Give me a moment. I'm just gonna crawl on the wall a little bit. Why am I? Shoot. I'm just gonna go here. And
Alright, as you
I'm gonna
enter the
disable that
chamber, the room would begin to darken as everyone else would see the braziers both light with a thickened blackened smoke that heavily obscures the room. Bimbles, how long can you breathe?
let's see. That's. I don't think I have anything changing that. So the normal amount is.
Oh, the questions your DM asks you that you don't want to hear.
Hold your breath and number of rounds equal to double your con score.
Con score of 14.
Alright, so you have 28 rounds. Cool. Alright, well, I'm putting you guys in initiative. Roll me initiative. As the thickened smoke begins to surround the area, you realize there's not a lot of air anymore in this chamber, as the smoke replaces that which was once breathable. The door behind you slams shut, as you're now in a fully, the open, stone secret door.
A good time to mention I can hold my breath for half as long because I'm spoiled.
I see. So you can hold your breath for 16 rounds then. Be double your con score, which is 16, but half that would be just,
Yes, at least I've got a decent con score, so I've got time, but just under 3 minutes, which is already quite impressive, I dare say.
Yeah. With all that said, though, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool.
Echo.
Oh, I need to get Echo you right. So he would have that. But he's got better intelligence than Dex, so he would roll with that. Oh, look, I don't have to sort to anything again. Cool. All right. As you guys enter into this non-combat, time-sensitive location, we're just gonna add in a this one will be a good ambience.
So the door behind us has closed?
Yes, the secret entrance that led to the stairwell has slammed shut. And
Do I get a reaction to get back through it?
No, because remember, this is like 60 feet down, the stairwell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're a little too far to get a reaction for that.
And is the smoke billowing out into the stairwell too?
It is, yes. It fills the chamber and it begins to fill the stairwell, slowly but surely. But effectively, the area has now been replaced, slowly, for those in the stairwell, with smoke. Bob, the honored firekeeper Bob, you were first able to react. Wait, I didn't sort it. I did not sort.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Bimples, that's more appropriate. You were first able to react.
Yep. I'm shutting off the smoke. Disabled device. This magic device that's causing all the smoke.
Go ahead and roll.
I think I need to roll the time, and then I see. Let me double check that rolling.
Would smashing it help?
You will need to roll me 2d4, determine the number of rounds required.
2 to 4. 4!
Alright. You guys have 4 rounds to react until they can roll their attempt to disable. But they are effectively using their 4 rounds to try to disable the one on the right.
I do have Manip device, but my Manip device is only a 4.
It is considered a magical trap, so you would need Trap Finder to disable it.
What's Trap Finder? Never heard of that before.
It's a talent.
Talent.
Yeah.
Again, never heard of that before. I just see things and I try smash them.
What about dispel? Is it a magic effect or is it?
It is a magical effect.
So I could try to dispel it.
Or we can just.
You'd have to
try
start
making
speaking
it.
though, right? Or do you not have them speaking to cast?
Well, I'm also in the back,
Yeah.
so I have the least amount of smoke.
I meant more for like your air in your lungs.
Oh no, I don't have anything like that.
Yeah. Can I roll spellcraft to see if breaking the brazier would, stop the effect?
Starts coming out fast.
On your turn, you could.
Yeah.
That's my turn. So,
Yeah.
Bob.
Bob.
Bimbals is just
Yeah.
Might as well walk up to hither.
Also for ease, I'm just going to have stones going at the same time as sticks. Just for ease.
Or
Sure.
how poorly can I see through like what the smoke is taking?
It's a heavy obscurement,
Blunt
so
as always?
effectively you can see like 5 feet ahead of you.
There's a second one on
Consider
the
yourself in the area of a fog cloud.
Mm-hmm. I was humming in character. From my position back here, would I have gotten a glimpse of the room before smoke started filling everywhere?
You would have the image of like that, because you're hiding position.
Yeah.
So just like barely the edges of the dais that the statues stand on, but not the statues themselves.
Because I'm a...
Be right back.
I think I might go in and approach a statue. I'm guessing there's a puzzle to shut off the smoke,
I'm
or
back.
at least open the doors to allow us to breathe again or something. So I'm gonna head to one of these. What am I looking at when I get to here?
See before you a humanoid statue of a knight wielding a great axe. He is, for the most part, faceless in that his helmet obscures most of any facial features, but you do see carved beyond the helmet 2 eyes. So, it's not a faceless individual, it's just helmeted.
Are the eyes made of anything, or are they just the same material as the statue?
Same material of the statue from the looks of it. It's hard to tell because of the smoke.
Mm-hmm. And my remaining movement, I'll do the same for the other statue. Take a look at it. Take a scan.
I'm gonna make a perception check.
Perception.
Same as the other one.
City.
This is it's kind of like a reverse mirror of the one to the east.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's all my movement. And I did a skill check, but I can actually. Oh. I'll second actually move. Take a look at this one. So yeah, general look at it.
Give me a perception. Alright, unlike the two axe wielders, this one has a sword and shield, with the sword pointed down to the ground, the shield off using its left hand, and off to the side, also braced against the ground. This one appears to be a bit more prominent. Their armor, though, a statue made of stone, appears to be of a higher ranking, as if these three figures are all soldiers in an army, with the north one being more decorated, we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
But with something no new information, it's nothing really notable beyond the more decorated soldier. That is a stone bench.
A bench.
Yep.
Same for the other side.
Same for the other side.
But so far, I've not seen anything to suggest that anything looks like a potential exit point.
Correct.
From this
looks
place.
like there's only one door leading into here, and that's the door you guys came from.
Seems sus. Do you want to run? I don't think actually it's to run the statue down, but clearly, I think there's something up with this statue. Does this statue move at all?
Which one?
Actually, wait. I've spent all my actions. I'll wait till my next turn.
Very good. All right. Spoons.
So I'm approximately 30 feet away from the door that closed behind us.
Approximately, yeah.
How thick was the door?
It's like 2 feet thick of stone.
Never mind. I feel like I would know that that's too much for a weakened spell. To lower hardness. Like it wouldn't matter. It's too much door to get through.
It's a lot of door, yeah.
I guess I'll still go back to the door that closed behind us.
Mm-hmm.
My note is way wrong. Let me change that. And I will look for gaps in the door. Like that we could get out, or that.
Only perception.
Kind of holes.
It appears to be solid. There's no visible light poking through, and nothing. It is as if there was never a doorway allowing you entry to the stairwell to begin with.
Am I still out of the smoke here, or is it already on me?
It's beginning to wipe up to your feet. It's effectively everyone is in the smoke. It's just flavor-wise, you're not really in it just yet. Just the next round, it'll be fully enveloping the entire corridor.
Okay, then I will say in a loud voice, the way behind is sealed. I see no gaps. And then I'll take a deep breath and hold it. Since you said I'm literally as far away as I can get from the source, so.
Yeah. All right. Okay. What would you like to do?
Well, let's walk into the smoke. Approach one of the braziers. Do I see what's emitting the smoke? Is it the brazier itself, or is there
the brazier
something
itself?
In the brazier? It's like just the metal is emanating.
Yeah. It seems to be ascending from the heart of the brazier, where things would put like ash or firewood or oil, but the brazier itself, there's nothing really there other than smoke billowing forth.
If you squint and tilt your head, you can see a bunch of things in a line or a spiral or a web. That's what's making it.
A magic site to see if there's like maybe a center to this, like a
Alright, go ahead.
core, I don't know. Magic site. Wow.
Not with that roll. The smoke is certainly magical, you just can't find the core, the triggering cause for this magical effect.
Yeah, with the one, I don't think I can spellcraft this.
No.
Do just hit it anyway. You don't lose rounds for like doing strenuous actions, right?
You do.
You do?
Yeah, 1 round for strenuous.
Any basic action that you take while holding. Ooh. Damn. No, I have enough rounds. I'll just do 1 attack against this. Just step a bit away and hit it. Is it medium-sized? Is it a medium-sized object? Sage?
I was muted, sorry. Technically, yes.
It's very important.
It counts.
Huzzah.
Alright. One moment.
Before it has like 300 health. Because health is unbound.
Let's see here. What is the stats of this material?
Man.
Yeah, because it's HP per pound. And braziers are kinda heavy.
I mean, it's a metal object. I think they have like some damage adjustment. The base 3.
Hardness and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Using that. Alright, I got the values I needed. Let me go scroll down and see what it's doing for you.
Also, if it's a magic, it might be tougher than usual.
I'll put it at that much, and then its HP would be increased by how much because of the enchantment on it.
All right,
you strike into the the brazier with your spear, which your spear's not exactly designed to break, solid
That's the
metal
that's
objects.
The question I had, because do you use material resistance from Unbound or from Sirik?
I'm using the Unbound rules. The Elder Scrolls Unbound durability rules.
Because I don't know, yeah. Because in Sirik, metal has piercing a weakness for some reason.
You're using a spear, though.
Yeah.
So the item itself is not designed for it, so instead of the piercing resistance, it is actually resistance.
Mm-hmm.
So, you scrape parts of the metal. It does seem to take some damage, but it doesn't look very harmed at all. Your weapon is certainly not designed to break braziers or metal objects of this nature. It does do damage. It does do enough damage to go beyond the hardness of the item. So it did deal actual damage, but it didn't do too much.
Mm-hmm. Understand.
Effectively, you have dealt 3 damage.
Yeah. Well, that's for my turn then. I'll just, stab a bit.
All right. Sticks and stones. And elemental friend for ease.
I guess I'm gonna go in the room and look around, because I'm not very close and I can't really see from back there.
Fair enough.
But you've already described everything and I was listening, so...
You can always roll a perception check.
True.
Hey! You actually feel a faint breeze coming from behind this statue.
I'm gonna take a closer look. And see if there's a passageway.
It does look like the wall behind the statue is... I wouldn't say false, because it's not like, you can just walk through the wall. It is a wall.
Capable of moving.
But capable of moving. You think there is something that would trigger that wall to open and reveal a corridor on the other side. What triggers it, you're not sure. Not with the 16. But it doesn't look like there's any buttons on this wall, or near the statue, at least not that you can see with a 16. Nor with a 12.
He's not... Yeah, he's looking too. But I will... I guess I'm holding my breath. Wave my arms frantically at everyone and point at the wall.
Can't see you. You're more than 5 feet away from me.
You have no idea what's going on. You guys are all
What?
lost to the fog for me.
Yeah.
I suppose I can wiggle over here and poke Bob and point.
I look at you.
I'm pointing at the wall.
You look at the wall.
Yeah,
To
that's
be
all
a
I got.
wall.
Huh?
All right.
That do be a wall.
Ekel, we'll move on into the chamber. And we'll figure out...
DM has to
Oh,
solve their own puzzle.
I can also tell my fire elemental to dance around this wall.
There you go.
Don't go through. He's highlighting it for everyone. He's gonna
Start default dancing.
Right, Ekel will begin looking around, looking into the magic. They will see if they can't spellcraft it now. Okay. They will try to dispel the right brazier.
The one that Dimbles is trying to.
I really don't want to keep spending more mana. Alright. No, he does not cast the spell.
But does he recover the mana?
That's a good question. No.
He still
This
recovers
guy's
the
very
really
mana,
sad,
shitty at
right?
casting.
Wait, what? What are his rolls? What the fuck?
I think he still recovers half, unless he failed by 5 or more.
I mean, he's rolling it with a +9. That's really good.
What is 3, 5, 3?
Right.
Yeah.
He's just really bad at rolling dice.
Yeah.
He's
It
not a
happens.
PC.
Yep.
If only he had destiny points.
If only. Well, he tries. He's holding his breath. He can't really. Bimbles, you can see him trying to dispel the brazier, but his magic fizzles as the smoke goes up his nose, and he kind of wrinkles his eyes and loses concentration.
That's bad.
All right, top of the round, Bimbles. You continue to disable unless you want to change your plan.
Nope. Continuing to disable.
All right. Honored Firekeeper Bob.
Fermental's dancing over there, and Stick's pointing at the wall. So I too will look at the wall.
You can roll me a perception.
Nice.
That do be a wall that moves away.
It do be.
I think I will redouble my efforts in looking at the statues then. I'll try to investigate the one right in front of it for a buton of some description. I got no idea. I think to myself.
Yeah, no idea. The 26, yeah, there's clearly a secret door. Nothing on that statue or on this wall is any form of indication of what would open it. So you believe the way opening this door is elsewhere.
I'll scoot back to this statue. I have a Taj. Can I? Let's just say a shield and a really big sword. What if I match its pose?
Right, take some time to position yourself and match the northern statue's pose. Nothing happens.
Okay. Pass done. That's probably all my actions.
All right, Spoons.
Well, I can't really talk, right? Is it finally given up to my head?
Yeah, the entire quarter is now covered in smoke.
So I can't see shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up against a sealed
But
doorway.
no one can see
and
you either.
The fire elemental is gone. When I mouse over my token, I can see like there's like more spaces I can move, but I'm in a hallway, right? Like.
This is just so you guys could have your tokens here outside the stairwell if needed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're effectively at the top of the stair.
60 feet up.
Well, I'm 30 feet further up than
Yeah.
my token shows.
So 30 feet down will put you here, and then you can go down the stairwell.
Okay, so I have another 50 feet of movement. And then I would run into Ekel. And I have 17 feet of movement. Hopefully he doesn't, like, attack me for touching him. Like, running into him. I'd probably get to hear and see Bimbles, right?
Yeah. And Bob.
Okay, and then
Okay.
I'd give you like a questioning look, like, what are we doing? Or, I'm sorry, Kay and Bob. What are we doing? Oh, I ran past Bimbles. I would have done it back here. I didn't see Bimbles' token right here.
Yeah,
So
Bimbles, you can see, is
too.
currently trying to disarm the brazier on the right.
Disarm.
You see them going down into the heart of the brazier and, like, scraping with some thieves' tools at something at the core of the brazier. You're not sure what.
Okay. Is he, like, holding himself off the ground?
He's hanging onto the wall with his feet while his arms are currently in the brazier trying to disarm it.
Okay. Then I won't mess with him. Like, if he was, like, hanging on the brazier, I would have, like, supported his body. But he's not doing that, so...
Yeah, he said he was climbing on the wall, so...
I'll go this way. I'll follow the wall this way. And I see a fire elemental.
Yeah.
Wait, how far was that? 10 feet. 11 feet.
Fire elemental is doing the Vanna White on the wall.
Perception check on the wall.
Go ahead.
Oh, that.
You see nothing, Jon Snow, besides a fire elemental dancing next to it, and a statue to the north of you, of a knight with a great axe.
I guess that's all my actions. I probably wouldn't even have been able to perception check because I had to double move to get here.
Now, just remember, every basic action you guys take is an additional round of breath lost. Okay.
Can I magic side the statues?
Roll me magic sight.
Yeah. Approach. Magic sight.
The only magic you have is, at this point, the smoky aura that lingers throughout the area caused by the 2 brazier traps. And, the elemental, because he's a summon, but yeah, nothing on the statues of the 20.
Hey. Can I roll knowledge martial on the statue?
For what purpose?
How do I describe it?
No, you can. I can think of something that would be revealable.
No, I know what I'm trying to come up with a way how to describe what I want to. I guess what does so if it's a warrior in front of me, right?
Yes.
Like, what is their purpose? Are they a guardian? Are they like a slayer? Like
you can roll me
trying
a
to
martial.
think what? Yeah. It's a straight D20 roll for me.
You have knowledge, expertise in martial?
I have yes.
Okay, and you're good to roll.
That's my only expertise. Ooh.
All right. They do appear to be some form of guard. But you're not sure their purpose. It looks like they're kind of at ease, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. I'll just salute him, I guess.
All right. Nothing happens. Sticks and stones and elementals.
So, do move actions take a round of breath too, or just?
If it's a basic action, yes.
Well, okay, then Styx is just going to conserve his breath because he doesn't have a lot.
You have 32 rounds of breath, don't you?
No,
You also have the
I'm
penalty?
Spoiled.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So now I'm down to 15 because it's been a round.
Yeah.
And I did a thing last round, so that's technically 14.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna conserve my breath.
Fair enough. Obviously Stones is a robot, so he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what he wants to do. After I pointed out the crack in the wall, I guess he's going to, with his 10 strength, try to force the door.
You cannot hit the
creature
DC.
Yeah, okay. So, but maybe someone will notice him trying to force the door.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, well, he tries to force the door, and he's there, and he's a little spider, a robot, and he does his best.
So that's what he's going to be trying to force the door.
Yeah. Ekel. Ekel is getting a little, unfortunately, low on mana for this point. So they're going to see if they can't look around for a better option. And help you guys search. So he's going to go clockwise, look around the chamber. You'll see him go next to you, Kay, and you'll point at the axe.
Who looks at the axe?
You will reach towards the axe and you will wiggle it, and you see the arms can actually move. And you will push it to the north. The axe is now mirroring this statue. And Echo will look up and down, bobbing his head. That was his 2 actions, because he had to move an action to turn it, so. Bimbles. Also, I hit the DC because it was 20 to do that.
Yep. Continuing manipulate device.
All right. Honored Firekeeper Bob.
I'm hearing weird thunking. I'm hearing the robot grinding against a wall over there. I've yet to lay hands on this statue, so I start feeling it up, I suppose.
All right, give me a perception.
Time and place, Bob.
Oh, he looks really cool. I want his stuff.
Just feeling around, it just feels like hard stone.
Does it turn at all?
What do you try to turn?
I'll turn it like the whole statue like clockwise.
The whole statue will not budge. A basic action has been used to do this.
Mm-hmm. And then I will also conserve breath with my second.
All right, Spoons.
I'm gonna. Can I look at the wall again, or
Sure.
because Styx seems to think that there's something with this wall, so.
All right. You would at this point notice the secret door, feel the wisp of fresh air blowing in from beneath the door. It's not enough to do anything mechanical. But you would also hear, as soon as Eckel kind of moved that axe into place, you'd hear it click. It seems one of 2 locks have been deactivated to allow the opening of this door.
Okay, so I don't know that he jiggled the axe or whatever.
Yes, you
So-
just heard a noise, and it seems that one of 2 mechanisms has been triggered.
I guess an int check to see if I know what to do in this situation, or do I just? Cause I feel like me saying to do something would be metagaming.
Yeah, it's up to you what you want to do. Clearly, you do not have anything else to do with this wall unless you want to try forcing it open, because there is an elemental and you can't see the spider, but there's an elemental dancing in front of it. So, but with the 27, you don't notice any buttons or anything that would open it on your side. So there's nothing at this wall that you can see that would allow it to be opened, nor on the
So the
statue
next-
north of you.
So not the statue either.
Not the
So,
statue either.
Okay. So
So-
then I'll go.
And you'd see sticks and stones. Stones is currently trying to force open the door with no real, effect.
So I guess I'll check out the bench.
All right. Where's the option? It's a bench.
And finish moving towards Bob and just start jiggling things. Although I've probably used my actions already.
What is your action? This is your second action, so what are you trying to jiggle?
Well, I would start with the thing closest to me. You said the shield was on its
His left hand, yeah.
So I would jiggle the shield.
The shield does
Any
not
direction I
budge, but you do use your basic action to jiggle it.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know how many times that sentence has been said in the past.
So I saw him move the axe, right?
Yeah, he basically had the axe move to mirror the one opposite. So now these both look like the axe is north, and it looks like they're both in a... they're not at rest anymore, they are actively, saluting or something like that.
Okay. I'll approach this one statue. Can you remind me the position?
That one is a knightly figure, a bit more, honored or decorated of a soldier than the other 2, with a shield in its left hand, touching the ground, and a sword pointed down, touching the ground.
Can I try to rotate the arm holding the sword so that it points up?
You can, and as you do so, you'd hear a clicking sound as the smoke would stop billowing and the door to the east would open. The statue, south of Styx and north of the elemental, would begin to grind into the ground, and a tile would rise over it as the statue is no longer there. But a doorway to the east has opened up, revealing a stairwell leading down and to another doorway. Also,
Hey,
they
you
give
did it,
a light
Bimbles.
source to your elemental, because they clearly give a light source.
I did.
You did something. This statue went away and a door opened.
Oh.
He just walks up to Echo, just goes, "Good thinking."
Alright.
They don't understand each other, but he just gives him like a knowing nod.
As you look into the stairwell, you would see that there are 4 motifs, stylized decorations carved into the stone walls. Here, 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 and here. Each of them appear to depict a strange serpent-like entity. Very rotund, actually, with tendrils or tentacles. It kind of looks like a jellyfish, but its body is a lot more serpentine. So rather than just like a fluffy little circle of happiness, it's like a serpent with tentacles.
Did this
I describe a jellyfish as a fluffy circle of happiness, I'll be honest.
It's just fluffy circles of happiness.
did this door open again?
The south one is still closed.
Oh God, what happened?
I'll
There we go.
magic sight the corridor just in case.
I wonder if I actually know what a jellyfish is.
No magic.
Especially the...
Good job whoever cleared them smokies.
Kay moved next to you, grabbed the sword of the knight that you were next to, and had it point up instead of down in like a saluting fashion, yeah, effectively, and it triggered the door.
That martial check was useful.
It would revealed it, yes. Mm-hmm.
Is there like a door at the
Yeah,
end?
there's a door at the end. Yeah, there's a door right here.
Okay.
So yeah, there's the stone motifs depicting that serpent-like jellyfish, and then a door at the other end.
Serpent-like jellyfish. Do I know what that is?
You can roll me a dungeoneering
Hydra?
check. It does not look like a
Dungeoneering.
hydra.
That's a 20.
You're not sure what the fuck that is, but it's weird.
Ah.
Does it look similar to a jewel that we
No, it does not.
So it looks like none of the magical beasts we've seen so far.
Correct.
Let's see. Dungeoneering check.
Hey, Echo, you know what this thing is on the wall?
Let me check. Knowledge check. One moment. Oh no.
Oh no.
This is bad. 1 second while I load up what I would understand as this creature.
You're searching through your memory as they rob their temple as they have a headache they're trying to soothe.
All right. What would the guys call them?
My people know these as Deep Ones. Alien entities that can warp the mind and control through thought alone.
Oh, God.
They are horrible creatures. Feared for good reason. My people believe that they were once divine, but were torn asunder during the fall. They are angry. In their eyes, they were betrayed, ripped from their power, and thus they let loose their rage upon us mortals. They are no longer divine, so my people say, yet these deep masters are still dangerous. They're able to produce psionic-like powers to warp the mind, control it, dominate those around them to serve their will. And they can alter reality to fit their whims. I think, perhaps in common tongue they are known as Aboleth.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So
Guys, we
how
are
long
leaving.
would it take to break through a 2-foot stone door?
Yeah, just
We have
asking for a
Bob.
friend.
Bob
Asking
just
for a friend.
Bob just running like face
Well,
first into it, and
I think since we have 4 minutes left, that was a pretty good reveal. So I'm gonna call the session there. Hope you guys had fun. Let me know what you guys plan on doing next time. But if Stream is interested in playing the system that we're using, which is the Unbound RPG, feel free to check out Big Chair Gaming on Blue Sky or the Big Chair Gaming Discord, where you can perhaps pick up the books and find a group. Yeah. Until next week, though, we'll be dropping the stream here.